right, shalom, Yashala. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Special salutations to the hopeful elect, by Yahweh, the house of David, and to the confusion and faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. Shalom to the priests and the elders and shepherds of Berea camp. This is the brother Ra'ab Shapat.
Brother Gabah.
God, and just, again back at it with another, driving talk, cold cut, straight to the point, edifying video, Lord willing, man. Hey, man, just, we wanted to bring out the concept, man, that you cannot grow in His truth unless through temptations.
That's right.
Temptations is needed for you to grow.
That's right.
And this is why the Lord puts us through trials, tribulations, and temptation. All right? Because you cannot know, you can't be asking the Lord, I pray for, temperance. I pray for, being able to make better discernment and judgment. I pray for strength. How do you know if you have been given those attributes or those abilities unless you're put in the scenario to make a judgment call? Unless you're put in a scenario to remove yourself from your lustful appetites.
Right.
Unless you're put in a scenario to resist. All right. So you need the temptation.
That's right.
All right. The Most High sets it up in order to what? That's why the scriptures tell you, examine yourself daily, whether you be in the faith. See if the Lord is in you. Except you be reprobates. Roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
What, we can start off with 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
If you can, you could light the incense too. Yeah, you can light the incense. Yeah, because the temptations that we face and that we're gonna face in these times, where the temptations and the trials you go through now is actually to build you up and build your spirit up for the end times, for Jacob's trouble, man.
That's right.
Why do we practice, fasting? Fasting is a very good spiritual, practice to do, where the Most High can, help you with your mind and help you with different problems and different demons that come across us. All right. See, this truth, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand. It's not to harm you, but it's to help you. All right. Because we at the end where we're going to be in our rulership now. We're not going to be no more, under these other nations and under their wicked ways. Yeah, you can bring that out.
It's 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
There's no temptation have taken you such as is the common to men. Listen, relax, calm down. It's not that deep, brother. You're not the only one going through it. All right? The Most High is not picking on you. All right? Hey, but the Most High is picking on you because if you of the elect, Lord willing, the Lord is gonna, refine His elect, through the furnace of adversity. Okay, He's gonna make you as gold.
That's right.
All right, and the Most High got to put you through these test runs in order to see if His Spirit is in you. Right? Scriptures say, "First ye shall walk with Him in His crooked ways." All right, so you need the temptation. Yeah, you may be down and out on your finances. Things may not be going well with your family, your kids, your rib. You may not have a rib. These different temptations that you're going through, you got to endure through them and make it through. The whole point of going through a temptation is to, we're going to read the scripture, go ahead.
That's right. But the Most High is faithful.
The Most High is faithful, so the Most High is true to His word and true to what He said He's going to do. John 14 and 14, Yahweh shall say, ask for anything in my name, He'll give it to you. And it says when you pray that you have received it already. So if you want that strength, that endurance, right? even if it's finances, the Most High set up a beautiful brotherhood. But let things be known in advance that you're going through things. Don't just make things a shocking. Oh, brother, I'm going through this at the moment. Let things be done in advance. All right? Yeah.
Right. Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
You see, the Most High is not going to suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. And this is why the truth is comforting. Because we know that. So when the temptation come, you embrace it. Scriptures tell you, whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. And be patient, meaning suffer. Being patient when thou turn to a lower state. So when you being tempted, embrace the temptation because you know that the Lord has given you the right amount of portion that you're able to bear it.
That's right.
Don't be like these jakes out there. When they get tempted, they get all suicidal thoughts. They make all the wrong decisions. We just did a powerful video talking about let go of that mortal thoughts. If you could check the last video. So Jake would let their mortal thoughts and they'd just go do wickedly. All right? Being tempted of being hungry, so they'll go rob and steal. They'll go scam their own people. They'll resort to drugs. K2. If you watch our sit down, we just did walking through our East Harlem and walking through on our page Shepherds of Berea and also Shepherds of Berea in class, you'll see us going through Harlem, Bowery, where they claim to have so-called Asian hate, and you see the conditions that our people are put into. Even those that think they are in the upright mind, but what they're doing, selling drugs, gangbanging, all right, resulting into violence. The women is being whores in the streets, all right. These things is not cool to be into, you know what I'm saying? So when you being tempted, know that the Lord is actually going to give you that endurance when you can actually bear it.
That's right.
Which is a beautiful thing. Because when the food run out, brothers will be able to know that I haven't eaten 3-4 days. But this is what the Most High gave me to bear.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go rioting, running into people's houses. You don't want to be tempted where that's not your escape, Yeah.
But will, with the temptation, also take away to escape.
Read that again, slowly.
But will, tempted above that ye are, but will with the temptation also escape. Also make.
Read it over, read the whole thing over. Take your time.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13.
Yes, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. They had no temptation taken you, but such is as is common to man.
Yeah, this is common unto man, yeah.
But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape.
Yes, with the temptation also make a way to escape. So with the same temptation that you're going through, so the reasons for the men of the Lord to go through these temptations is the Most High provides a way for you to escape. That's why He sent us the comforters. That's why He sent us the apostles, a great millstone. Those that's going to teach us His truth and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. See, a lot of things about the rest of our people in this world, they're going to go. You're still subject to temptations, whether you're a believer or not. Yeah, everyone's going to be subject to these temptations. But the way to escape, they are blinded. So if you're blind and the way to escape is there, you're not going to find the door.
Right.
You won't find the escape route. So what do? They get crushed in that temptation. See, be grateful that when you trust in the Most High, all right, you so-called wacky-tacky Christians, Jesus is not the way to escape. You're not going to escape with Jesus. That's not the name of the Lord. All right? Islam is not the way to escape.
That's right.
All you black conscious dudes, Buddha, the nigger woman, these things is not the... This way, 95. This is not the way to escape, Go ahead. That was it.
But ye may be able to bear it.
That you may be able to bear it.
Right.
So what are we looking for when we're being tempted? One is, take whatever is brought upon you cheerfully. Cool. Most High did this. It's an honor to go through trial that the Most High put me. This is the mindset you should be in. All right, boom, I'm going through this situation right now. This is an honor to go through this from the Most High. The Most High has given me this task to go through, knowing that I'll be able to go through it because He had gave me the right amount of portion to go through. 2, find a way to escape. There's a way to escape. There's a way that's gonna be. It's gonna be an escape route. All right. 3, you'll be able to bear it. All right. So get out of that woe is me spirit. I'm down and out. I'm catching hell.
Yep.
I'm saying we all gonna catch hell, but just know that the reward is set for us. You got any other precepts you can bring up, or you want to say something? Cause I got a couple more precepts.
Yeah, go for something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because a lot of you dudes in the world, man, y'all caught up in the fashion of this place, man. Y'all caught up in y'all caught up in being tempted above what Esau, the so-called white man, pushes out there, for you to remain in that delusional oppressed state. And a lot of you want to stay oppressed.
That's right.
Y'all want to stay in captivity. Y'all don't have that ruler class. I want to rule. Y'all want to be in servitude.
That's right. I got our. This is Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's the Holy Spirit. I had that right here. Yup.
God.
That's right. And when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, man.
Right.
Hey, it says when you ate it, it was bitter, right? I mean, it was sweet, but then it was bitter. The truth is bitter. Prepare your soul for temptation. The Lord is not looking for, the quantity. All right, He's not looking for everyone to. Most High doesn't love everyone. All right, Most High love His elect.
That's right.
His children of Israel.
That's right.
That's who He loves. All right, so the Lord is looking for the quality.
That's right.
All right, that's what He's looking for. So He's gonna put you through those trials, and and He's gonna put you through that temptation.
That's right.
All right, and you got to understand that when you come in to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. So with knowing these scriptures, what is there to really complain about when it comes to doing this work, being brotherly, following the high holy days, keeping the Shabbat? All right, keeping the Shabbat shouldn't be a burden to you. It should be something to embrace. It shouldn't be like, damn, today's the Sabbath. Damn, I can't. It should be like, wow,
Right.
Be grateful that the Spirit of the Lord is allowing us to keep certain things that we're able to. The Passover is coming up. A lot of you niggas in the world don't even keep your own traditions about the Passover. All right, and that's for you. This is when the Lord brought us out of Egypt.
That's right. Yeah, I like to say, well, as the scripture said, prepare yourself for temptation, because you know what you're getting into. Because if you sign up to go to the army, that's what that training you have to do. You gotta get up 3 in the morning and wash wears or go and do 100 push-up. Once you're in that, you have to do what you have to do. If you go in the army, you go in the barracks to be a police forever in the Israel army. You have to prepare yourself for his fucking situation. If you were to get up and do 1,000 fucking laps around the fucking field, that's what you gonna do. If you have to go and get up in the morning and go and swim 3 in the morning in the cold water, or go and tote a man on your back and 100-pound bag on your shoulder, that is your duty to do. This is for the Lord telling you to prepare yourself for temptation when you come with Him. When you're on the Lord's side, the scripture says, the Lord is not grievous. So prepare yourself for He's not going to give you more than you could bear. He's not going to give you more than you could bear. And I'm saying, you know what you could take, but just prepare yourself. He's telling you, just prepare yourself. That's right. He's telling you, he'll kill you. He's telling you to prepare yourself for temptation. That's right. The same way if you're going in the army, or you're going to sign up for something, you have to go by them laws. If you go in the army, they want you to fucking get up and do 1,000 jumping jack, you have to do it. That is your thing to do. That is your duty. So always simply say prepare for temptation, so you can't flinch. Prepare here. Read verse 2. Verse 2. This is Sirach chapter 2 verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Yeah, constantly endure, meaning endure going back to the word harden. So constantly get, you got to become hard in this truth, man.
That's right.
All right, this is not for no soft, weak-minded, person.
That's right.
You're going, Most High, the Lord said, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of His saints. Most High gonna put some of his elect to death.
That's right.
Some brothers is gonna have to go into jail. Some brothers is gonna get tortured. Some brothers gonna get the guillotine. All right. But that's what the Lord. That's the portion He's able to bear. That was the escape for that individual. And what you gonna do? Reply against the Most High? Nah, you gotta go through it. And that's why a lot of people don't really want to serve the Lord.
That's right.
Because they really they're wicked and they want to remain in their darkness and they want to remain in the pleasure of their lust to do evil, right? And they don't want to be told or be instructed to do right. Because there's a pleasure of doing wickedly because your enemy has put that in your has deceived you. So now you have a taste to do evil. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to serve the Lord because serving the Lord, it comes with, structure, continually being rebuked when your flesh goes off, because these wicked bodies is when it's tempted, it goes off, in which you got to get reproved and corrected, and nobody wants to be reproved and corrected. You know?
Right. They want deceit. They want to live deceit.
Yeah.
They want to continue with deceit. They don't want to tell them nothing. They don't want to face the reality of being the truth. They don't want the truth. They don't want the righteous.
Exactly.
They want the left hand. They want Esau left hand. Do as thy will. And fucking, I'm gonna rob this guy. I'm gonna change the plate. And I'm gonna just jump ship. I'm gonna go in Delaware for a week. I'm gonna chill out. And I'm gonna come back here and I'm good to go. They definitely continue to lie in deceit and hide in deceit. They don't want to come clean. Moving on, it said, and make haste in times of trouble.
That's right.
That's right. Make haste from trouble. Flee away from trouble.
It says follow a multitude not to do evil.
That's right.
So whatever the majority is doing, you don't go do that. A lot of you, Jakes out there that fumbled and, took that Vanessa, because the temptation of losing the job or career, that in the long run might come to bite you in the ass later.
That's right.
You ever watched the movie Kingsman? Everybody started blowing up.
That's right.
You don't know what this man agenda has planned on to do with that.
Exactly.
So in a time of trouble, make haste, man. Be a pilgrim.
That's right.
Go ahead.
What street teach?
Is this any more?
Yeah, I say, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
That latter end or last?
At thy last end.
Yeah, at that last end. So cleave unto him. Cleave unto the Lord, who you ignorantly call Jesus. So the only way to cleave unto the Lord is to what? You got to know his name. You got to know who he truly is. You know what I'm saying? You can't call him Jesus. That's not cleaving unto him. You need to change your ways, all right? Put off all your old habits, right? You got to take heed unto the prophets, you know what I'm saying? All right? Those your teachers that the Most High have set up for you to hearken unto. That's how you cleave unto the Lord, right? Cleave unto his word, cleave unto his prophets, all right? Come back into your heritage, your lot, which was made for you. Oh, and it says, so you can be increased.
That's right.
So the Lord has a increase for brothers, man. That's cleaving unto him, man.
That's right.
And that's what we're looking for, because in these end times, when it's all hell breaking loose, we're not gonna cry for you people, man. The Lord gonna give us that increase, and the Most High gonna laugh at those that forsaking his word, man. Because a lot of you in your spirit, you see what's going on. You agree. We the Israelites, I get it, but you still want to stay wickedly. You still want to do wickedly. A lot of you celebrities that like to mention the Israelites or mention that you're an Israelite, but then don't want to follow the Most High and follow his ways,
right?
Because it's a lustful thing to just do wickedly,
right?
Going over there, right? Exit B.
Yeah, like I said, cleave unto him, man. Prepare yourself for chastity and cleave unto him. Take your struggle, take your temptation, and cleave unto him still. When you get tempted, you can't break away and say, I give up, fuck that, I'm doing it. Then go walk, to get your increase, take your chastity, cleave unto him, and he'll get your increase.
That's right.
You know, when the chastening come, you cannot break when the chastening come, because that shows that you are weak heart, yo. Because it will come. Chastening will come because you prepare yourself.
Yeah.
And you say cleave unto him, that means hold on, yo.
That's right.
Cleave unto the hold on, cleave unto somebody just to hold.
That's right.
You know? So this is what he's been saying. The Lord, the Most High Lord, is not grievous, yo. Because they've been living their life with Esau law, comfortable for all these years, following Esau's stripping law, and following it, and now
following his philosophy.
Yeah, following his philosophy, and all the laws in the thing, and where you get here? You get your debt. Where's the reward they get? Where's the reward they get? You're still working at 9 to 5. You still are nothing. You're still in the hood. You're still spitted on. You're still humiliated. You know. You still are buy wood. You know. So where you get?
That's right. So from this understanding, hey, with that temptation, man, you have to go through the temptation.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta go through it. Is there any more?
No, that's it.
Let me get 2nd Esdras, 7th chapter.
2nd Esdras, 7th chapter. Something like that, teach.
We start at verse 5.
5. 2nd Esdras, 7 verse 5. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it if he went not through the narrow?
You know what? Let's get the concept of it. Let's start at 1. Yeah.
Verse 1. This is 2nd Esdras 7 verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angels which had been sent unto me the night before. Verse 2. And he had unto me, and he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. Verse 3.
So Esdras is being visited by an angel, and he's gonna, give him the word again. Go ahead.
That's right, verse 3. And I said, Speak on the Most High. Then
speak on my Most High.
Yeah, speak on the power. Yeah. Then I said,
Speak on my power. Yeah.
Speak on my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place.
All right. So the sea, you see it is set on a wide place, right? Everybody knows the sea. Go ahead.
That it might be deep and great.
That it might be deep and great. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But the case, but put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river.
All right. So like the entrance, all right, is narrow like a river. So you're looking at something directly straight, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it if he want not if he went not through the narrow?
Yeah, so if you didn't go through the narrow, how you going to be able to go upon that great sea? Right? The interest of it was that river, right? That narrow river. And remember, we're thinking about the concept of, temptation and also to escape the temptation, right? So go ahead.
How could he?
So look at it as the temptation is being that great sea. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever in your life that you're going through is that great sea. Whether it's your finances, whether it's your job, whether it's your rib, your children, whether it's the restrictions that this government and the hell that they about to put upon us, famine. You know what I'm saying? No food. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust in the Lord. That's that narrow path, right? That's the river. That's that narrow path. But in order to trust in the Lord, you got to go through that temptation. Go ahead.
How could he come into the broad? That's right. Verse 6. There is also another thing.
How can he come into the broad unless he passed through that narrow passage? Go ahead.
Right. Verse 6. There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field.
So a city built it, set up off a broad field. So that's open, right? Go ahead.
And it's full of good things.
Full of good things. Go ahead.
Verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow.
The entrance to that city is narrow. But we understand that the city is filled of good things. And let's look at the concept of, you people that, believe in God and believe in heaven. Right? Well, we know heaven is going to be a place that's a condition played out on earth, which is going to be for the children of Israel. All right? Jerusalem.
Right.
All right, and in order for us to go through Jerusalem, we went through many different captivities. All right, many different downfalls. We are at the last captivity, and the city that's set with good things is the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
All right, but the passage is narrow. There's no going around it. All right, we got to go through this Babylonian captivity, this last captivity, America, with our sworn enemy Esau, the so-called white man that the Most High has put upon us in order to do what? Wake us up. All right, go ahead.
And it's set in a dangerous place to fail.
And it's set in a dangerous place. Go ahead.
Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
And a deep water. So in order to get to the city, the passage was set in a dangerous place where you look right, there's fire. You look left, there's a deep water that can soak you, or fire that can consume you. And this is not this captivity. This is not the curses that's been put upon the children of Israel. This is not, you grew up in a household, no father figure, low income, bad food, in the hood. Police is out there shooting you and killing you. Every job you get discriminated on. No matter if you're a celebrity or you're not a celebrity, racism, injustice from left to right. But focus on the goal at hand, which we're trying to get to the kingdom of heaven. And the only way to do that is to go through these situations, but trusting in the Lord.
That's right.
You can't go through these situations and give in and say, I'm going to jump in the fire then. Because everybody else you see partying in the fire. They're burning up, partying in the fire. You're going to jump in the fire.
Right.
Then you see those drowning in the deep waters, and you say, you know what? I'm going to jump in the deep waters.
That's right.
You don't want to do that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, that's the only way to get to the kingdom, That's the only way to get to the kingdom. You have to take that. You have to endure. Because the left-hand side is fire, and the right-hand side is deep waters. So you have to endure that, They have to endure it.
You gotta stay focused
and endure.
Straight, yeah.
Yep, you gotta stay focused and endure it. That's the only way to get to the kingdom, You know what I'm saying? You gotta endure and have faith and fast and follow the laws and stay focused,
The only deceitful part about America is that America is making it seem like they're that great city.
Yeah.
America is making it seem like the fire that's not really fire.
Yeah.
And the water that's deep water that's gonna drown you, that's not really deep water. So if you're not focused with Yahweh Shem Yahushua and walking by faith, not by sight, you're gonna get confused.
Right.
And this is what we're in Babylon, confusion.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And one only part between them, both even between the fire and the water, so shall that there could but one man go there at once.
That's it. One man can go there at once. All right, and that's how this truth is, man. Being focused and staying on that narrow path.
That's right. That's right. Verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance.
Now, if it was given to a man for inheritance, right, that great city that he was supposed to have, what city was given to us for inheritance? New Jerusalem.
That's right.
The kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
If he never shall pass the danger set before it.
So if you never pass the danger set before it, because the obstacles, which what they are, and we just read about being tempted, that the Lord is going to leave room for you to escape and not going to set you up above what you can't handle, and you'll be able to bear it. If you don't pass the danger set before it,
how shall he receive this inheritance?
So how shall you receive that inheritance?
That's right.
So which means that the only way through this thing is, the only way to the kingdom is through the danger set before it.
That's right.
Through the temptation, which the Lord leaves a room to escape. There's a lot of you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, is that you're going to get caught up in the fire.
That's right.
The Lord already hit you with the water. All right? the deep waters when the Noah's Ark. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all got consumed in the waters. Now it's the fire back again, and you're on that path. But guess what happens again? Now you guys are gonna jump in the fire because the door to escape, you don't see it. You're blinded.
Exactly.
So you got to be grateful when the Lord actually allows you to see this truth for what it is.
That's right. Yeah, so like, so like I say, like a teacher say, it's like an obstacle race, yo. It come like an obstacle race or like a triathlon. You know, you have to finish this, you have to finish it, yo. You can't give up in between, you know, because the fire is the world, and they need to jump on the left hand side, yo. You know, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep on with it. You know what I mean? The fire really is the world, and only lost in the world. You know, that the left hand side, and that what the book said, the narrow path is the truth. You have to stay tunnel vision and focus, yo. It's like going through the Lincoln Tunnel, yo. You have to stay focused on the road. You know?
Go ahead.
Verse 9, verse 10. Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Even so also is Israel's portion. So we're going to catch hell. We're going to go through these trials and tribulations. All right? Is there any more on that?
That's it, teach.
What the next verse say? Nothing?
The next verse said, because for the sake of I had. That's it, teach. That's it.
All right, yeah. Let me get second Esdras, the 12th chapter. Start at 46 and see what 46 said.
Second Esdras 12 and 46.
Yeah.
Second Esdras 12 and 46. Be of good comfort, O Israel, and be not heavy.
Yeah, be of good comfort. Be not heavy, man. Stop letting all of these things that we go through, you know, consume your mind and put so much weight upon you. Be of good comfort, and the only way to be of good comfort is through what? The Comforter.
That's right.
Which is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yeah.
Right. Thou house of Jacob.
The house of Jacob. So the Lord is talking to who? The Israelites. You blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the only person, the only nation that He cares about, who He came for.
That's right.
And what is it to you that the Most High doesn't deal with other nations? Be grateful and be comfort that He's dealing with you, because you could have been made an Edomite or Ishmaelite or Moabite.
Or 47. For the highest had you in remembrance.
He has you in remembrance. The Lord remembered you because the Lord made an agreement with our forefathers. He gave us the promises, man.
Right.
He have remembered you. Be grateful about that. Go ahead.
Right. So I can say one thing. Yeah, because Abraham was a friend, yo. Abraham was a good friend to the Most High. You know, and Abraham showed faith. You know, and Isaac and Jacob. So remember the line, yo. Remember Abraham, yo. Remember Abraham, because Abraham walk was called was charged for faith, yo. And he became a friend of the Most High. So remember Abraham. That's why we remember us today, Jake. That's why the Lord still watching the eyes and watching upon us, yo.
That's right.
And want us to come back, yo. All the time do is repent, you know. Repent and come back. Return. That's what we saying, yo. Okay, let me continue to teach. That was 47. Verse 47, the second Esdras 12 and 47. For the Most High had you in remembrance, and the Mighty had not forgotten you in temptation.
The Most High have not forgotten you in temptation. So if you're forgotten in temptation and consumed, those are the 2/3, man. 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off, man. So be grateful, man, that the Lord actually, when you make it through those temptations, that's like the Lord remembered you, man.
That's right.
Is there any more now?
That's a teacher.
All right, let me get Luke the 8th chapter. Close it out on that one.
Luke 8 chapter.
Luke 8 and start at 5.
Luke 8 verse 5. A sower went out to sow his seeds.
Yep.
And as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it.
Yes. So he sold out his seeds, and you see some of it fell by the wayside. And what did the fowls do? They came in and devoured it, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. And some fell upon a rock.
Some fell upon a rock. All right, go ahead.
And as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away
Go ahead.
because it lacked moisture.
So it lacked moisture. So the seed, it grew, but then it was on a rock. It wasn't getting enough moisture that it needed, so it withered away. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And some fell among thorns. And the
Thorns.
Thorns, yeah. Like verse 7. And some fell among thorns. And the thorns sprang up with it and choked it.
Yeah, so now it's growing, but then the thorns is around it, wrapping it up and choking it. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And others fell on good ground.
Yup, and good ground, go ahead.
And sprang up and bare fruits.
And it bear fruit. So
And 100-fold.
And 100-fold. It fell on good grounds. It bare fruit. It did what it was supposed to do. That's those that's the Lord remembered you. All right? Go ahead.
And when he had said these things, he cried, He that had ears to hear, let him hear.
So you have ears to hear, let him hear, because the Lord spoke in a lot of parables, all right, and dark sayings. All right, so you have an ear, meaning understanding, your pineal gland, which the Most High unlocks. He said, let him hear. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And this disciple asked him, saying, what might this parable be?
Yeah, so now they want to know the understanding of this parable. And the Lord is going to break it down to them. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High.
That's right. Unto you is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High. It's not meant for everyone.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But to others in parables, that seeing they might not see,
Yep.
and hearing they might not understand.
Hearing they might understand. So you got people, individuals out there that are spiritually blocked from understanding this truth and this not in this knowledge. So that's why those people, they're just gonna get condemned. All right. But those that you hear it and you understand it, it's time to take heed and repent, because the Lord is calling you. He remembered you. Go ahead.
Now the parable, verse 11. Now the parable is this: the seeds is the word of the Most High.
So the seeds that the dude came about is words of the Most High. So he's dropping it, and this is what we do on the highways and byways. And when we make these videos, we're dropping the seed. We're trying to drop the seed into your mind, and we're giving you the word of Yahweh Shah in order for it to do what? Fall on good ground, grow forth, bring fruit. That's the goal. But what we're doing is we're bringing forth the seed. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts.
Yeah, those by the wayside is what?
Right. Those of the wayside. Those at the wayside, they that hear. Then cometh the devil and taketh away the words out of their hearts.
Yeah, so when we on the highways and we preaching this word to you, right? Then comes the devil, the deceitful one, and whatever you learned or you thought you was taught, he takes it away by giving you a certain doctrine, lying to you.
That's right.
All right, those are us that fell on the wayside. So you hear this word, then you out of nowhere watch another video that takes the truth from you.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Lest they should believe and be saved.
Lest they should believe and be saved. So this word can save you and make you believe. But then there's other obstacles that come across.
That's right.
And they take the word from you, right? Go ahead.
Verse 13.
And those are those that don't escape that temptation.
That's right.
That's the temptation as well, but they was not given the room to escape. Go ahead.
Verse 13. They on the rock are they which, when they hear, receive the word with joy.
They on the rock, they receive the word with joy. Wow, I can't believe it. I'm an Israelite. Wow, the Lord is not a so-called white man. He's a dark-skinned man.
Yeah.
Wow. Right? They excited about this thing. Go ahead.
And these have no root.
They have no root. They too excited. They're going around telling everybody, oh, look, we the Israelites. Hey, you heard Kendrick Lamar. You heard you heard Kanye. Yeah, we the Israelites. Oh my gosh, condemning everyone. Seeing Esau going crazy. Oh, putting their fringes on every day. Walking around with their fringes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Those are those that fell, on the rock. And what did they say the rock did? It didn't have no moist, right? Go ahead.
Khan. Which for a while believe.
Which for a while they believe. Then it's like the bitter part's coming. The sweet part is good. Then it's like, oh, okay, I'm an Israelite, whatever. Go ahead.
And in time of temptation, fall away.
There it go. The key point I wanted to get into was that part right there, but I wanted to read from the beginning to see what's going on. So in the time of temptation, they fall away.
That's right.
They didn't escape. They didn't find an escape route. They fell. They fell away. They fell into the deep waters, or they fell into the fire. Right? They didn't keep enduring. And why is that? Go ahead.
Fell away. Verse 14. And that which fell away. And that which fell amongst thrones are they which then they have heard go forth and are choked.
No, read that again. They fell away.
They fell away.
Because what?
They fell away. That's the last piece. Fell away was the last word.
All right, so read the next one. Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 14. This is Luke 8, verse 14. And that which fell amongst thrones are they which when they heard go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life and bring no fruit to perfection.
No, it gotta be they fell away because there was no root in them or something like that.
Yeah,
13.
Verse 13. Then on the rock are they which when they hear receive the word with joy.
They receive it with joy. Go ahead.
And these have no root, which for a while believe.
So they didn't have no root. They was not grounded in this thing, man. And that's what it's about. Being rooted. Go ahead.
And in time of temptation, fall away. Verse 14.
No, that was it. That was basically on that. I wanted to just stick to, the fell away. But you can read the next verse, matter of fact. Read the next verse, because the next verse is powerful too.
Yeah.
Telling you the temptations that we're going to face and why these people, can't endure this truth.
That's right.
Or even come into this thing. That's why they'll walk past the camps and see powerful videos. They'll see breakdowns of what's going on, prophetic events and all that. But they won't listen. They'd rather sit there and go watch a Cardi B live, or go watch Fresh and Fit, or Kevin Samuels. All right, and thousands and thousands of views. Talking about nothing, talking about women all day, which we already know our women in the divine nation is defiled and lack understanding. The men got to fix themselves first. Yeah.
Verse 14. And that which fell amongst thrones are they which when they have heard go forth and are choked with the cares and the riches and pleasures of this life.
There you go. That temptation that got them was the cares and the riches of this life.
And bring no fruit to perfection.
And they bring no fruit to perfection. That was basically it. You got something else you want to bring out? Or?
Yeah, I got
So
I got one. I'm going to one. Yeah. Just finish one. This is Matthew 7, verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. That's right. Wide, back to the fire on the left and the porter on the right. wide is the way, you know, to destruction, you know. Everything is very easy to sin. It's very easy to sin. It's very easy. As when can I could sin? All the thoughts, you know, because the Lord destroyed the world because a man's imagination was evil continually.
That's right.
You know.
So you gotta
exactly
into the straight gate, man.
That's right. You know, because it's very easy to sin. It's like winking your eye, you could sin because you could bring this world make you bring imagination to life, yo. That you could get one feel like cutting off your penis and making a vagina and bring it to life.
That's right.
Or you can feel like getting up and just saying, "There's a woman today and you want to be a man." You can make it happen. You know. So this is the reality. This world give you the option that they could sin at any time they want to sin. I'm saying.
That's right.
Yeah, so this for this is Matthew 7 verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. You know, so many people, you know, Jake following the heathen, yo. Jake following the heathen and just doing what you want to do. You know?
That's right.
When you have a law to go by, heritage. He leaving out his heritage, which is the Bible, yo. Moses went up to the mountains and get them tablets for Israel. Them 2 tablets was for Israel, yo. It wasn't for Moab. It wasn't for Ishmael. It wasn't for Esau. Them 2 tablets was for Israel.
That's right.
The heritage, yo.
Yeah, so, you know, the more to sit down, you know, is that, you know, you gotta go through temptation in order to grow.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way, man.
That's right.
Hey, another powerful, you know, lesson, you know, with that being said, I'm gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles of great millstone who rule well. Special salutations to the hope for your elect by Yahweh, the house of David, and to the confusion and faces scattered across the 4 corners of the globe. Shalom to the priests and the elders and shepherds of Berea camp as well.
Shalom.